Willy de Willy's Appliances. Les informo que tenemos un warehouse con refrigeradoras, estufas, lavadoras y secadoras de ropa nuevas y usadas. Ahorre hasta un 75% del precio original. Neveras y estufas desde $149, lavadoras desde $139 y secadoras de ropa desde $99 con garantía de 6 meses a 1 año. Entregas a domicilio. Nuestra ubicación es en la 495 salida 55, teléfono 631-455-2990, 455-2990.
You just won't believe the prices at WLIE's Appliances.
You're listening to Estás escuchando WLIE 540 AM 540 AM, home to the most variety in programming in the tri-state area. El hogar de la mayor variedad de programación en la área triestatal. Programs by our community, nacidos en la comunidad, for our community, para el beneficio de la comunidad.
You've called me.
This is Higher Ground with Pastor Gary Grant
and First Lady Grant,
inviting you to tune in with us on WLIE 540 AM and online at WLIE540AM.com every Saturday from 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. as we expound the gospel of grace. We're also here to pray for you. Remember, God is still blessing in this season.
This is Double Vision, WLIE 540 AM, serving New York, New Jersey, Connecticut. If you want to join in, please do it 631-955-5400. You can check us out on the webcam here, www.WLIE540am.com. And Darlene, how are you today?
Hey, Steve. How are you? I'm doing great.
Good. You're up in the hills skiing. How's it going over there?
We're raining, I think.
Why is
skiing in the rain?
Oh, it's raining. Yes. You know, it's been like 70 degrees here in Long Island. How's it been up there?
It's beautiful. We went to 75 degrees to 30 degrees. So it's been really nice. Listen, you do what you do when Mother Nature, takes away the snow. We took up a new sport, and that's all you do. You just make the best of it. It could be worse, right?
Right. Well, this is Double Vision, your vision, our vision, Double Vision. You want to join in, please do it, 631-955-5400. And we have a little announcement to make. But before we make that announcement, I want to thank you very, very much for the last couple of months. We've been doing this show on another radio station here in WLIE. It's been great. The work that you do is wonderful. And I think that our work together, we have helped so many people along the way. And I want to thank you very much for doing a lot of behind the scenes work for this show. And it's the hard work that you put into it, Darlene. It's amazing. You're a great friend. And I want to thank you very much for our partnership in our journey here on Double Vision.
You're welcome. I feel the same way. And I want to thank Jamie and George and Angel for taking us on board and working with us and doing all that they do for us. And we've really come a long way. And we just need to, we're going to focus a little bit more on events in our cable show, which you can reach, or you can watch us on 6:30 a.m., channel 115, Cablevision on Saturdays. And we have some really cool, interesting stuff coming along, but we just can't mention it to anybody right now. But you can check our website at doublevisiononair.com, and you can still go to our Twitter account, and that's Double Vision at Double Vision OA, and stay in the loop. But we're gonna still be here for you guys and bring some really wonderful things to the world. So I'm excited to.
Yeah, it's gonna be a great step, our next journey together, because it's sad. George, Jamie, and Angel, and the people here in the studio have been awesome. They took us on, and I want to thank them very much. I know you just did, but from the bottom of our hearts, guys, we thank you very much. And in case you're just joining us, this is our last show for Double Vision on WLIE 540 AM. And if you want to call in throughout the show, please do it, 631-955-5400. So, Darlene, stand by, because we have a couple of musicians in the studio here. We have Charlie Ward and Miles Bruno. Miles is 17 years old. These guys are amazing performers. And they came in to share live music, and they have a new song called Rescue, and they're going to premiere this song on Double Vision here. So to celebrate our last show here at WLIE.
Love it. Thank you.
In the presence of the past and the promise of the future, we rescue each other. First become last, last become new. We rescue each other. Alone together, face the new day. Here, wherever, come as it may. Stranger, neighbor, hope and pray that the golden rule is real and we can rescue everyone away. I don't have a plan, only faith and reason to rescue each other. Darkness into light, there's a change in season. Come on, let's rescue each other. Our salvation is in no one's power alone. But namaste, namaste, so let's rescue everyone away. Loose left, hard right, center still we keep in sight. Truth and lies, earth cries, Godspeed the healing light. All we know, all we hope, traction in the slippery slope. Maker, breaker, blocker, faker, healer, dealer, prophet, taker. Jesus wept, so do I, our babies and the angels cry for rescue. All cry out for rescue. For rescue. All cry out for rescue. In the presence of the past and the promise of the future, we rescue each other. First become last, last become new. So come on, we'll rescue each other. Spirit is in you, spirit is in me, so come on, let's rescue each other. God is real here and now, and with his help we can rescue each other. We can rescue each other. Rescue each other now.
Hi, we are Rosario's Giving Tree, and we bring toys to children in hospitals. I hope to encourage other kids my age to give back to those less fortunate.
Rosario's Giving Tree has now decided to partner up with Hempstead Boys and Girls Club, and on June 25th, they are hosting a night of comedy and music at Russo's on the Bay in Howard Beach, Queens.
The event includes a 4-course dinner with beer and wine.
Special performances by American Idol singer Robbie Rosen and comedians Tugboat Manny and Carrie Caravis.
Not to mention there will be raffles galore and lots of prizes that you're going to want to get your hands on.
Rosario's Giving Tree has promised to donate 20% of the night's proceeds to Hempstead Boys and Girls Club, and the rest will be used to purchase and deliver toys to St. Jude Children's Hospital.
So please open your hearts and come enjoy a great night of comedy and music supporting these great causes.
The children at St. Jude Hospital and Hempstead Boys and Girls Club need us. Tickets are $75. To purchase tickets,
go to eventbrite.com and search for Rosario's Giving Tree.
Who says being cheap is a good thing? CheapoAir.com. That's who. There's nothing wrong with getting more for your money with being smart with being cheap. Download, click, or call now to save on flights, hotels, and rental cars. Go ahead. Be smart. Be cheap. Book online or call 888-657-7773. And if you're not already a member, join the Cheapo Air Rewards program and get started with 500 instant points to use on future CheapoAir.com purchases.
CheapoAir.com.
Go ahead, be cheap.
This is Double Vision on WLIE 540 AM, New York, New Jersey, Connecticut. You want to join in, please do it 631-955-5400. And Darlene, what'd you think of the song Rescue?
I thought it's great. You know, we had Charlie Ward in the studio with what is the beautiful lady that he was with?
Yes.
What's her name?
Hill and Ward. Yes.
That's it. And they were in the studio, and they did fabulous together. So this is always a pleasure to hear him again and see what he's been up to and listen to his new music. I love it. Thank you.
Yeah. You know, when we first met, I mean, we were doing kind of mutual stuff together, and you brought to my attention, everybody's attention, Nico. And when we started to work together, I think that's where the origin of our partnership began, because I admired the work that you did, and you had the faith in me to kind of put it all together to try to help Nico. How important was that, effort?
It was really important. I mean, first of all, Nico is an amazing, courageous child who struggles every day just to breathe and stay with us on this earth. So something that he's been dealt with, since birth. And anytime you can help out someone is always a good thing. And Debbie is a very tough cookie. His mom, who worked hard to get not quality, but to get the proper health care for Nico. And it was just a lovely thing to come together, all of us, and do what we could. And he's really working forward with so many events coming up for Nico. And it's a big one. I think it's Go Blue for Nico. And I guess you can check Debbie's website too, if anybody wants to be involved with that event. But yeah, we brought us all together, and we all did some wonderful things for Nico, and he's doing great. And it's just allowed us a platform to advocate for other people and bring awareness to the world too with Double Vision.
Yeah, we had the opportunity we were blessed to have the opportunity to, do shows at live events. And recently we did, we had a lot of comedians at a restaurant in Mineola. We were at the Nassau Coliseum last week. So the behind the scenes things of doing all that is important, but I think the community needs to see a show like ours to connect with them, so we can provide a platform for them so they can get their voices heard at these different venues.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And if anybody has something they'd like to share, and I love Rosario's commercial. How awesome is that? That is fantastic, Steve.
Yeah, no, it's amazing.
That was great. This is a great event. I mean, you brought Rosario and his, not his dad, his uncle, is that right?
Rosario,
uncle?
Yes. Giving Trip.
Right, so Cassio, right, to the show and giving them a lot of recognition for their causes, and Michael Cassio's book and now Rosario's foundation. So this is a beautiful thing that Double Vision has done, and what you have done as well with the platform we've been given.
But, I got to say, because your attention to detail is second to none, and mine, not so much. So together, we really...
Wait, say that again?
Your attention to detail is awesome.
I'm joking, Steve.
What's that?
It was a joke.
Oh, a joke. Okay. You wanted to hear it again. You wanted to hear another compliment. That's what it is. But but that's what it is. But you kind of organize things. And I think that's what we're going to key up on when we do future shows, at community events, and also in the studio at Cablevision, which is located on 1600 Motor Parkway in Hauppauge, so that we could bring those community events and those venues, continue to platform. And so that kind of work is second to none. So I'm going to miss the radio work that we do together, but we still have so much more to do, and it's amazing.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, there's a visual aspect that we need to bring to the table now, and that's what we're going to focus on. And then, there's always room for radio, and I'm sure we'll be back at WLIE as soon as we, just focus a little bit more on these events coming up, because they need the recognition as well, and we don't have that much time in our lives. So right now it's just about balance for us, and to focus on these events, and then circle back and do what we can back on the radio. So it's all positive, and it's all good going forward. So we really hope that our followers continue to follow us and support us, and go to our website and look at all these great things that we have coming up. Matter of fact, there's a great event coming up March March 3rd or Saturday, March 2nd with Debbie Mayford, and we'll post that up too on our website. So please feel free to keep looking and checking our website for all these great events to come down and support and be a part of with us.
Yeah, no, it's wonderful, and I think that the collaboration that we've had, even last week we were at the Nassau Coliseum, you could see the people connected with the game of tennis, and you don't think about that, but when you see the passion of young people and how the pros kind of influence those young people, not just tennis but sports and teamwork, that whole thing, and I think you've been able to bring that out in so many different shows that we've had, and I want to, it's been great to kind of experience that together.
Yeah, everyone needs a mentor in their life, whether it's a sport, a coach, a teacher, a friend, a relative. Mentors are really important, and children need that in this world. It's a scary world. It's a difficult world that we're growing up in, that these children are growing up in, and you need to have an outlet. And USTA is a wonderful, wonderful organization. They do so much for the children, our youth, our veterans, which we interviewed Paige on, and it was just an incredible show. I hope it's going to air. I think it's going to air not Saturday. I think it'll start airing the following Saturday.
Yes.
On Cablevision. People can watch it, and we'll let you know when it's ready. But it was a great opportunity for us, and moving forward, I'm for sure we'll be at the U.S. Open for Arthur Ashe Day with the children, and again, just some great things out there that I'm just lucky enough to be able to bring that awareness and let everyone know about these great things out there to support.
Yeah, this is Double Vision, your vision, our vision, Double Vision on WLIE540 AM, serving New York, New Jersey, Connecticut. If you want to join in, please do it, 631-955-5400. And in case you're just tuning in, or you're sitting in traffic on the LIE or Southern State, this is our last show here at WLIE for now. We'll see what happens down the road, but we are doing different things in the community, and I think that's the most important thing. We will also, again, want to compliment and thank everybody here in the studio and the management and the ownership here in WLIE, total professionals and very supportive of our efforts. We do have a caller, Stacy from Lynbrook. Stacy, are you there?
I am.
Thank you so very much for calling Double Vision. And what's your vision? You're taking this all in. This is our last show, but what's your thoughts?
I know. I'm very sad that this is your last show. I enjoy listening to you so much, and Darlene, I enjoy so much listening to you guys and what you're doing and your causes and how you ask people questions and how you make people feel so comfortable. And just, I love to hear you. And it's so sad that you're not going to be on anymore.
Well, we're going to be in the community. So I see you're from Lynbrook. So maybe there'll be a function there in the community that we could kind of join forces down the road. But we want to thank you for just calling in and sharing your feelings about that, because that's what this whole thing is all about. It's being interactive. Wouldn't you say that, Darlene?
Yeah,
absolutely. And thank you very much for the support. But we're not going anywhere too far.
Not too far, but Stacy, thank you.
You still there?
Yeah, I can't hear you that well, Darlene. I can hear Steve.
Oh, sorry, Steve. Go ahead, Steve. You can take it.
So Stacy, thank you so very much. And that connection that we have for the community, we've been with Darlene's efforts and my efforts and collaborative efforts and our solo efforts. That's been our focus all along. So
yeah, you could definitely feel that. And you can feel that every time you listen. It's a wonderful feeling to turn you guys on. It relaxes me. And like I said, it would be such a shame to not be able to hear you anymore.
Well, we'll take that on, and we want to thank you very much. But watch our cable show. It's every Saturday morning from 6:00 a.m. to 7 a.m. So go to bed a little early tonight, and then you can check it out tomorrow. But we want to thank you very much for calling in.
What channel was that on?
Optimum Cablevision, channel 115, from 6 a.m. to 7 a.m. Double Vision.
Oh, okay, that'd be wonderful. All right, thank you so much.
Coffee with Double Vision.
There you go. Thanks, Stacy.
All right. Well, Steve, thank you, Stacy. Steve, if you have a second, I just want to circle back to you and congratulate you as well for all that you're doing and for saving the Boys and Girls Club, the Hempstead Boys and Girls Club, and by becoming the new director. Am I correct with that?
Yes, I was on the board of the Hempstead Boys and Girls Club for 5 years and stepped down from the board to kind of take on a more executive director leadership so that we can save this program. It's temporarily suspended right now. And if you listen to the news in Hempstead, the educational system is totally out of whack. When you get 36% of the students, high school students, graduating out of 100%, that's not acceptable. It's beyond not acceptable.
It's not.
And so
it's something that we need to keep. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, absolutely. So my challenge with Hempstead is to open up this program again so that the community, when the bell does ring, there's a safe haven and a program that these kids can go to after the school day ends. So that's what my efforts have been. So to me, thank you very much for acknowledging that, because we are trying to save this. And it's
that goes into the Save the Club, sponsored by Universal Abilities, the event that you have coming up.
I'm sorry, say it one more time, Jolene.
Oh, I'm sorry. Can you not hear me? The Save the Club, sponsored by Universal Abilities, the great features start here for the Hempstead Boys and Girls Club.
Yeah, we have an event March 10th at the Applebee's in Baldwin, and we have a couple of performers. Charlie Ward, that you just heard, will be there, and we have Blake and Danielle are going to perform as well. And 33 and Universal Abilities is sponsored.
You have comedian Tugboat Bob.
No, Tugboat Manny had just checked out. Tugboat Manny, yes, Tugboat Manny will not be there. So we filled in with Blake and Danielle, but the 33% of the proceeds are going back to the Hempstead Boys and Girls Club, and of ticket sales, and 100% of all the raffles, silent auction stuff, and all those donations, 100% of that are going back to the Boys and Girls Club of Hempstead. So we want to thank Dr. Mafopoulos from Universal Abilities for setting this all up at the Applebee's in Baldwin. If you want to come down, it's 8 to 10 on March 10th, 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. It's a flapjack breakfast, pancakes and everything at Applebee's. We'll have live entertainment. We'll have door prizes. We'll have a lot of raffles, and it'll be a lot of fun. But the whole effort is to save the Hempstead Boys and Girls Club at this point. So we have 6 months to do it. We're trying to open up those doors on July 1st for that summer program. So when school ends, the boys and girls of the Hempstead school system can utilize that program. So thank you for pointing that out, because it's a very important event.
No, you're welcome. Now, I'm not sure if I can make it, but is there anywhere that I can donate or, put that we can get something out there for the people like that can't make it or can't attend? Is there any kind of
yes you can actually you can go on the chapter's website, chapters CHAPTERS CSS@AOL.com, or you can contact me directly, 516-476-6271, if you want to make a donation or sponsor a child to go to the summer program. And if you go on to our website, and also the Chapters Rap with Steve Vaccaro website, you can check out all the information there. But also contact the Hempstead Boys and Girls Club directly, and that'll be posted up on our Facebook page momentarily. So, yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's great. And I'm sure if anybody has raffles or anything they'd like to donate to your event, please feel free to reach out to Steve as well. Anything is appreciated. This is something that that is very near and dear to Steve's heart and everyone else as well. So this is something that if you have anything in your house that you'd like to donate to this raffle, please do. It goes to a really great cause for these children. We need to keep them in school, we need to educate them, and we need to get their degree.
Well said, my dear. Unfortunately, over the last 6 months, we've had probably 3 mass killings in schools and various places and concerts. And we've started off a lot of shows talking about that and memorializing the people that were killed. And again, it's happened in Parkland, Florida, at a high school, and 17 kids perished. I mean, how does that hit home for you? You have a son, and I have 2 girls, and it's unfathomable thinking about when you say, "I love you, have a nice day in school," that they might not come home. What are your thoughts?
Yeah. Well, listen, it's a hard thing as a parent for any parent to even think about with the school systems, but I really think they have to start. I mean, not even going into gun control right now. Right now, it's Congress takes forever to pass things, and I think moving forward, I think Florida, the state of Florida, has actually started with armed security guards, and unfortunately, there was an armed security guard who
did not do anything.
He did not do anything. So,
but it wasn't an armed security guard. He actually worked for the police force.
Yes.
So,
Yeah,
I mean, how did that happen?
I don't know. People are trained in certain things, but no one knows what you're going to do when you're, in the situation. However, you have a teacher that didn't have a gun, that didn't have a vest on, that shielded himself, in front of these children, became a human shield, and his life was taken. So it's a very hard thing. But I think we need, I really think we need security. We need metal detectors in the schools. You have to have police reinforcement around the schools too. There's enough of them to do it until things change. Honestly, in my school district, they sent out a beautiful email to assure the parents of the community that the children were safe. I, however, did not send my child to school that day because just didn't want to. These things I find happen with holidays, near holidays, and it just didn't sit well with me. So it's something that, listen, and my son's in elementary school, the colleges and the campuses are a scarier thing. So it's a crazy world, and I think something needs to be done about it, and gun control. And I'm hoping that, my condolences go out to these families, but I'm just hoping there's change and these schools become safer.
Yeah, I know you didn't want to mention gun control, but there has to be some regulations. I mean, my goodness, having young people buying AR-15s and different guns and background checks not being looked at, or having 5 guns and being expelled from school, and all the red flags, social media. I mean, he's already talking about it, and the FBI didn't contact the local authorities, and you have the local authorities not protecting the school. There's so many things that are happening here that it is very sad, and it's a little piece of our society which we have to get back. And I commend all those kids in that high school, because you know what? That change is going to come from them. It's not going to come from us or the people in power right now, or either Democrat or Republican. They're the leaders. They're the future leaders, but they're taking leadership right now.
Yeah, no, it is true, and it's unfortunate. And you're getting back to that. I mean, there are so many warnings for these people. It wasn't the gun. I don't believe in this situation. This situation was warnings from someone that was not healthy and had a lot of anger. And I do believe there needs to be gun control. But I read about the gun owner, that he was beside himself, closed down the shop. They did the right things they needed to do. Unfortunately, the FBI fell short on it, and there was warnings. People said, people didn't speak up. They did. There was warnings there. There's plenty of warnings, but it's something that we have to continue to fight for, and the safety of these students. And I believe you're right. I think they're going to make a difference now. Yeah. And it's that time.
It's definitely a time, and we have to take a break. But these are the moments that you and I really value, these kind of moments where you and I can dialogue about this and sharing our personal feelings, but also kind of trying to provide a voice for the community and have people call in like that. So thank you. We're going to have to take a quick break. Yep. And after the break, we're going to meet our author, J.S. Russo.
Can't wait.
The views, opinions, and statements expressed in the preceding program reflect the views of program contributors and do not necessarily reflect the views of WLIE Radio, its management, or its sponsors. For questions and comments, please send us an email at WLIE540AM radio@AOL.com or visit us at WLIE540AM.com.
Hi, this is Bill Shishko, host of HealthWise, 30 minutes to think about God and your health, brought to you by your friends at Cottage Pharmacy, 8285 Jericho Turnpike in Woodbury, New York. Join us at 1 p.m. this Saturday here on WLIE Radio as we learn about nutrition, vitamins, supplements, healthy eating, diet, and so many other things. And you can call in to talk with experienced nutritionists who can answer your questions. Listen in this Saturday at 1 p.m. for HealthWise.
Download our free WLIE540AM app and get all the information you need right on your smartphone. Find our app at WLIE540AM.com or visit the App Store right from your phone. Our way of saying thanks for listening to WLIE540AM.
cap off a weekend of watching sports by talking about it with Mark Rosenman and AJ Carter on Sports Talk New York. All the intelligent conversation, insightful interviews, and just plain fun are now right here on WLIE 540 AM from 7 to 8:30 Sunday nights. Visit their website, www.sportstalknylive.com, for previews of upcoming guests. Visit their Facebook page to win prizes. That's Sports Talk New York, Sunday nights from 7 to 8:30 on WLIE 540 AM.
The Reformed Witness Hour is one of the oldest Christian radio broadcasts still on the air and spreading the good news of salvation in Jesus Christ by His sovereign grace. Tune in to 540 AM every Sunday morning at 8 to the Reformed Witness Hour, faithfully proclaiming God's Word for over 70 years.
You're listening to WLIE 540 AM, Islip, New York, a part of Universal Stations, LLC.
The views, opinions, and statements expressed in the following program reflect the views of program contributors and do not necessarily reflect the views of WLIE Radio, its management, or its sponsors. For questions and comments, please send us an email at WLIE540AM radio at AOL.com or visit us at WLIE540AM.com.
This is Double Vision with Steve and Darlene, or Darlene and Steve, WLIE 540 AM, New York, New Jersey, Connecticut. If you want to join in, please do at 631-955-5400. And our next guest has been a friend of mine for so many years. He's an author, J.S. Russo. He wrote the book In Sickness and in Health, A Memoir of Love. Welcome to the show, sir.
Oh, well, thank you, Steve. This is a great opportunity to talk about the passion in my life.
Yeah, talk about that passion so our listeners for the first time might be hearing it.
Well, thank you. Yeah. Actually, I was married to my wife, Susan, for 29 years. Idyllic relationship, Steve. It was, we were two peas in a pod. We met at Brooklyn College in a math class. How romantic is that? And we both became math teachers. And yes, we did multiply.
Aha. So you're a jokester, too.
Well, I try.
Okay.
Anyway, so, unfortunately, 16 years into our 29-year marriage, Sue contracted breast cancer. And then 13 years after, she did pass away. I had retired 4 years early to be with her because I was not of age yet, but her health had taken such a bad turn that I was literally cheating the kids I was teaching in front of that classroom. So I retired. I spent the last 4 years of Sue's life with her. Wouldn't change a thing other than the outcome, because in 2005, she does pass away. And Joe here had no direction, no purpose, no job, no Sue. I was lost.
Let me stop you for a second.
Sure.
When you're in the classroom dealing with adversity that strong and that intense, it must have been difficult. That must have been one of the hardest things you ever had to do.
Well, it was really, because when I taught, I tried to do it the right way. You know, that was my stage. That's where I was. That's where I loved being. And then when your mind is not 100% there, you just feel like you're not really doing the job properly.
Right.
And so I had to make a decision, and I knew where I had to be.
Right.
Once Sue's health took a turn for the worse, I had to be home.
And then not too many people could be with their spouse and loved one, their life partner, for 4 years, to be there through the ups and downs. And unfortunately, you must have had a lot of difficult moments.
Yeah, but there was also a lot of happy moments too, Steve. You know, that's the amazing thing about, cancer it affects people so differently. I know friends now that are going through it, and they're having a very difficult time with the chemo treatments and the side effects. Sue was 40 years old when she was diagnosed, and she was young enough and strong enough to be able to handle the rigors of the chemo and the radiation and all of that. So we had a lot of fun. It comes out in the book that I wrote. It's not a book about loss. It's actually a book about hope and optimism and love. that's the way we lived it. And, we enjoyed every minute. I mean, don't get me wrong. There were days when we had to stay under our covers in fetal position crying, but we kept those down to a minimum, especially because we had 2 kids.
Right.
And you got to keep that face going and that smile. And Sue is wonderful. She would never admit it, but she was a role model for so many people. And she kept saying, I'm just doing what I have to do. And the truth is that she was amazing. She affected so many people. And now through the foundation that I established after she died, which maybe we'll talk about, now she's affecting tons more people.
Yeah, we'll get to that in a minute. This is Double Vision, your vision, our vision. If you want to join in, please do it 631-955-5400. And we have Linda from Massapequa. Linda, are you there?
I am there. Hi, Steve. How are you?
Good. How are you doing? And say hello to Darlene, our co-host here. And we have J.S. Russo in studio. You have a question for any of us?
Yeah, I do. Hi, Joe. How are you?
Hi, Linda. How are you?
I'm good. I had you on my show, The Writer's Dream, a while back, and you talked about your book in Sickness and in Health, and I understand that you've written a new book. So I'd like to know about the new book and what you've been saying in that new book.
Are you holding out on us, Joe?
Well,
I knew about it.
Yeah, how did the host not know about it? What's going on here?
Well, the cat.
All right, Linda, I'm going to track you down there.
Well, the cat's out of the bag now, Steve.
There we go.
But no, actually, the first book, In Sickness and in Health, takes you to Sue's last breath. The next book will take you from that moment on. It shows how the 3 of us, my 2 boys and I, clawed our way out of this abyss, this pain, the suffering, the trials and tribulations of dealing with the loss of a loved one. And it ends in a beautiful scenario of happiness and that people can survive given a tragedy. The name of the book, Steve, you may be interested in?
Yes.
Because Sue and I were both high school math teachers, and it does take you from that moment that she passed away to the present. Ready?
I'm ready.
Aftermath.
Aftermath. It doesn't get better than that.
Thank you.
What was it like for a math teacher to write a book?
Oh, my goodness.
Well, Linda, thank you for that question. He's going to answer that. We're going to get you off the phone. Thank you for calling Double Vision. Thank you so much.
Bye, Linda. Oh, well, the answer to that question is that the one thing I can guarantee about both of my books is that the pages are numbered consecutively, being a math teacher.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
You have to do stand-up somewhere. And, we're going to have a comedian on in a few minutes. You got to stick around.
Well, of course, I'll take notes and actually stand-up comedy to me, Steve, actually means when I start doing comedy, people stand up and leave.
Well, there's not too many people in the studio here, so it's working.
And also we bungee corded them to their seats so they can't leave.
But let's get down to the nitty gritty here. What's your organization all about, and why? What gives you the passion to do what you do?
Well, thank you, Steve. Yeah, the name of the foundation is the Susan Satriano Foundation, and it actually began 6 months after Sue died. And basically, what it does is it gives scholarships to high school seniors who are going to a college in the fall because it is a scholarship for their higher education. The kicker to be eligible, however, they have to have a parent who's either passed away of cancer, presently battling, or in remission. I picked these specific kids because I saw what it did to my own 2 boys to watch their mom's 13-year demise, and it was a no-brainer for me. As a teacher, I could tell you that all I got to see from my side of the desk were grades dropping precipitously. Kids are not thinking of school when there's a death or a diagnosis due to cancer. Right. So I target these kids. I'm so proud to say that you're looking at the foundation. It's me and me alone. I've done it for 12 years. I'm going to start my 13th academic year coming up. And I will tell you that I have given out well over $900,000 in scholarships.
God bless you.
To over 1,300 kids across the nation.
That is amazing. And you personally meet each one of these kids, which you change their lives dramatically.
Well, thank you, Steve. The only reason why I could tell you that, and I'm only doing the right thing, so it's hard for me to take credit for something that's the right thing to do. But the truth is, the only reason why I could tell you that I am making a dent in these kids' lives is because they write to me. I do not ask them to write. They tell me how they're doing, how their parent is doing, if the parent survived, how they're dealing. And can I tell you that because I'm a math teacher, a former math teacher, I've done some studies on this. After 12 years and seeing 1,300 kids, about 90% of them, Steve, will go into a give back profession.
Nice.
Something like PT, OT, nursing, pre-med, teaching. And of course, during my quote interview, and it's not an interview to select one against the other, it's
Right.
merely just to give them a chance to talk.
Right.
Because they all get the award. I will ask them that softball question, lob it up there, and I'll say, why do you want to go into nursing? And the inevitable answer that I get from them most of the time is, I saw the pain and the suffering that my parents and I went through. I don't want another single person in this world to feel that way.
Beautiful, beautiful. This is Double Vision. If you want to join in, please do it. 631-955-5400. Rich from Port Jeff, are you there, sir?
Yes, I am.
Thank you for joining Double Vision. And we have Joe Satriano in studio here, author. Do you have any comments or questions for Joe?
Yes, very quickly. One of the reasons that you're not as adept at attention to detail, Steve, is you share something in common with Darlene and Mr. Russo, and that's that you're a visionary. You see the big picture. So that's a strength, not a weakness. But I wanted to compliment Mr. Russo because he cemented something that was pretty solid in my mind, and that I am someone who's getting married on April 21st to a lovely woman named Janet Bowen, who's going to soon be Janet Morphopoulos. And I knew from the very beginning, because of it, and something he said really rung true. You find out what someone's like when they find out something about your health, or something that's not just sunnies and gumdrops. And when I first met her, she found out that I'm a dialysis patient. In fact, I'm calling my dialysis unit as I speak. And it really says a lot about the love that the two of you shared, that it was not just during healthy times, but it was during times where health was challenged. And you, my friend, are a visionary, and God bless you for what you're trying to do. And I think your wife, who is your wife for eternity in my eyes, is looking down from heaven on you and smiling on you. And I see all kinds of good karma. So
Rich,
what
thank
advice would you give all of us who are about to get married or who are starting a relationship?
Rich, thank you so much. God bless you. We're going to take you off the line. Joe's going to answer that question for you. Thanks for calling Double Vision.
Sure. Well, first of all, thank you, Rich, for the kind words. You know, Sue would have done the same thing for me because we were two peas in a pod and we loved each other. The reason why I selected the name of the book, In Sickness and in Health, is because our wedding vows meant so much to us. And the truth is, I think that you know, it's easy to be there, as you said, when things are great, but you earn your stripes when things are bad, because a lot of people will turn the other cheek and leave or do something which is not helping the person when they need them the most. Again, I'm not looking for pats on the back. I just did what was the right thing to do. I loved Sue deeply, and because of that, I felt that this was our battle, not her battle. And it comes out in the book that we battle this together to the very end, by the way.
Right. Darlene, what are your thoughts about Mr. Russo here?
I think it's heartwarming, the stories when you see and hear people that, stay together and battle, cancer, which is a horrible disease, together, and, to hold their families together and with his children. And, when things get tough, you get tougher. And not walk away, which I've seen and heard of. So I think it's a fabulous thing to hear, and then to write about it and to bring your experience, out to the world and put it on the table for everyone is a very courageous thing, and it helps a lot of people too. So it's a wonderful thing, and I truly am sorry for your loss, but it seems that you're helping so many other people with your experience and the way you've handled everything.
Well, thank you very much, Darlene. That's very sweet of you. Again, I go back to the fact that it's just doing the right thing in the world. And, if you're in the position to make a dent in this world and help someone, that I think is the best thing that one could do for somebody else. And I was in that position. I realized my calling after Sue died. It took me 6 months to get my head together, but I did. And now this foundation continues to keep her alive, also continues to help kids. I found a new way to help kids without being in front of a classroom, and it gives me direction and purpose and hope as well. So it's a two-way street here. Yes, I'm helping kids. Thank you for that. But I'm also helping myself.
This is Double Vision. We're talking to author J.S. Russo, In Sickness and in Health, a memoir of love. And the callers keep flooding in here, Joe. So this is great stuff. Karen from Oceanside, are you there?
Hello. Hi, this is Karen. How are you?
Hey, Karen. Hi.
Thank you for joining Double Vision. Do you have a question for our author friend here?
Well, I just wanted to let you know that I read Joe's book, and it was wonderful. I've seen Joe talk at several venues, including the Oceanside Library. I live in Oceanside as well. And, I loved his book because you could really relate to his experiences and Sue's experiences. And it brought about so many powerful feelings, so many emotions, happy, sad feelings, and it made you laugh. It was written so well, and Joe has a great sense of humor. So, of course, there was humor in the book, too. It was just brought out all kinds of emotions. So what I wanted to say was he wrote his book in such a positive way that he and Sue dealt with so many different things going on in their lives and the treatments Sue had to have and, all the things that went on in their lives, then you could still see that they were happy, even in the face of, all those difficult things they went through. So his book, In Sickness and Health, was wonderful. I loved it, and I was wondering if he was going to write another book.
Oh, well, Joe, cat's out of the bag. You want to share that? Karen, thanks for calling in. We have other callers, so we're going to thank you very much for calling into Double Vision.
Thank you, Karen. Yes, I did write another book, which is in my hands right now, which I have to edit, the editing, and it's called Aftermath, and it's the story of my life after Sue. And hopefully it will be a very inspiring book because it does end on such a high note that you can survive a tragedy. If you find your path, go with it. My path was to write and start a foundation. I amazed myself totally because I was lost after Sue died. But everyone can find that path. Sometimes you have to dig deep, but you can find it. And once you find it, run with it.
It's beautifully said. Walk of Lights, an event to benefit the Susan Satriano Memorial Foundation, is June 8th. Talk about that.
Oh, wow. Thank you, Steve. One of the ways that I make money for the foundation is not only do I sell books where 100% of the proceeds goes to the foundation, but I take donations and all kinds of things, but I also run events. One event that I'll be running in June 8th at Seaford High School around their football track is called the Walk of Lights. What it is that for $20, people will purchase a luminary bag, pink for someone who's passed away of cancer, gold for someone who's presently battling or in remission. Along with that comes a tea light candle, no real flames, of course. The superintendent wouldn't allow that. And they'll also get a free T-shirt as well. And there'll be entertainment. There'll be food. The Seaford High School Band and Chorus will be there. And it'll just be a wonderful, poignant evening and a fun evening as well. So for $20, come on down to Seaford High School. If you have any questions about it, it would be www.susansatrianofoundation.com or call me. I'm lonely. It's 516-603-5520.
So you can't talk. You can't say you're lonely. You got friends all around you.
All these people call it.
Yeah, all people calling. You're a wonderful man. Thank you so much for joining in. I know you're supporting our efforts at the Hempstead Boys and Girls Club too. So I want to thank you very much. And we'll have to get you on somewhere down the road. We're gonna get you on.
Well, maybe we'll go to that event, Joe. Is it okay if Steve and I from Double Vision come and support this event?
Oh, I would love to. First, I'd love to meet you. Yes, and see you there. That would be incredible if you guys, and bring all your friends and family, because
absolutely.
And she's
But
got a
I-
lot of friends and family. Be careful, Joe.
Oh, well.
well, not that. But quick question, Seaford. So, the community, are they supporting you? Is that where you're from? 'Cause it's
No. Actually, the reason, to be honest, why I picked Seaford is because they've disassociated themselves from the American Cancer Society, and this is truly the walk. The Walk of Lights is basically what the American Cancer Society does. So I wasn't stepping on anybody's toes by doing it. Seaford happens to be one of the 60 districts I help on Long Island. They stepped forward. They said they're willing to give me the venue. So it all worked out. It all meshed together. That's why I'm picking Seaford.
Well,
That's wonderful. That's wonderful. Yes, we would love to support it.
So we're there, Darlene. We got our first gig after the show here.
I love it.
This is great. Well, stick around. We're going to take a quick break. We have comedian Carrie Karavis on the line. Stay with us.
Want to get your business, product, or service on the radio? Use our 10,000 watt signal to get your message to the entire tri-state area. Find out how to connect instantly at
Hi, we're Rosario's Giving Tree, and we bring toys to children in hospitals. I hope to encourage other kids my age to give back to those less fortunate.
Rosario's Giving Tree has now decided to partner up with Hempstead Boys and Girls Club, and on June 25th, they are hosting a night of comedy and music at Russo's on the Bay in Howard Beach, Queens.
The event includes a 4-course dinner with beer and wine,
Special performances by American Idol singer Robbie Rosen and comedians Tugboat Manny and Carrie Karavis.
Not to mention there will be raffles galore and lots of prizes that you're going to want to get your hands on.
Rosario's Giving Tree has promised to donate 20% of the night's proceeds to Hempstead Boys and Girls Club, and the rest will be used to purchase and deliver toys to St. Jude Children's Hospital.
So please open your hearts and come enjoy a great night of comedy and music supporting these great causes.
The children at St. Jude Hospital and Hempstead Boys and Girls Club need us. Tickets are $75. To purchase tickets,
go to eventbrite.com and search for Rosario's Giving Tree.
This is Double Vision on WLIE540 AM, New York, New Jersey, Connecticut. If you want to join in, please do at 631-955-5400. And on the line, we have comedian Carrie Karavis. You're so busy, Carrie. Do you have time to even talk to us?
I know. Lately, I've been very busy, Steve, but I always have time for you.
You do. Well, I want to thank you so very much. Say hello to Darlene. Darlene's on the line, too. So,
Hi, Darlene. How are you?
Hello, busy lady.
So you got this radio gig, 103.1 FM. I know it's the Max. It's a different radio station. We've got to throw it out there. Congrats on that. I know it's a kind of an audition there. But also, you at Governor's tonight. You're in Atlantic City. And you're going to be on Kevin Can Wait on Monday night. It doesn't get...
Full loaded weekend. It's great.
How do you do it all? What's your secret?
You know, a lot of naps. A lot of napping during the day. You know, red light, you just nap a little. Then, you're online at the grocery store, you take another power nap.
So, but
you still up all night?
No.
You're sleeping early.
This week I was in bed by like 8, which is a record for me because I've never been in bed that early.
Yeah, so how do you do that? You get to bed, you go in bed at 8 o'clock and you just go to sleep? It just works that way? Or you have struggling to fall asleep? Because you have to probably get up really early now.
Right. I struggled till about 1 a.m. So I got in bed, finally passed out at 1 a.m. But the next night, you're so tired that you do fall asleep at 9.
Okay. Well,
so it's your initial first night that you can't do it. But then the second night, from getting up at 4 a.m., your body counts out at around 8:39.
So how was the radio gig for you? Did you like it?
I did. It was very, I like it. It was interesting, I mean, the whole, playing the music and then, coming back, giving people prizes. It was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it. And, obviously, he's such a pleasure to work with and just made it so easy for me. And I had a great time.
It's great. Now, you're going to be at Governor's tonight and tomorrow night and Atlantic City on Sunday. Is that correct?
Yes, I'm at the Borgata on Sunday night. Tonight, tomorrow, I'm with, I always blank out who I'm working with.
Well, anyway, you're going to be at Governor's tonight. So are you there yet? Or what are you doing? You're napping? You're eating? What are you doing now?
No, I'm getting ready. I got to be there at 8.
Okay.
So the show starts at 8, so I got to be there at 7:30. So I'm going to be good. Another half hour, and then I'm out.
So are there tickets?
Good to go in a half hour.
Tickets available? Could people still head over to Governor's?
They can. I think the only sold out show is tomorrow's first show. I think it's 7:30 show. That's that one. But there's tickets for tonight and tomorrow.
Ah, okay, okay. Well, you are doing incredible things, and had the whole Kevin Can Wait thing happen. I mean, it's Monday night. That's incredible. CBS.
That is. Kevin had mentioned Kevin and I started together, so Kevin had mentioned to another comedian friend that we're mutual friends with, that I have to get Carrie Karavis on the show. And because he shoots right here in Bethpage, it's easy to get me or any comedians he started with. And, he gave us a little shot up, which is great. He opened a few doors, which is really nice of him. And it was a pleasure to work with him as well. This show, hopefully, and God willing, will last, longevity, and that way keep that money on Long Island, keep that, bringing back the business to Long Island is the greatest thing ever.
Right. He's filming everything on Long Island, and he's helping out all the people that he was friends with along the way. So you're one of those people, and it's Monday night at 8 p.m., right? Eastern Standard Time? CBS?
Yes, Monday night at 8 p.m. And tonight I'm with Nick DiPaolo. There you go.
There we go. So
I know Nick very well for years, so I don't know. Sometimes it escapes you for a second.
I hear you. I hear
lack
you.
of sleep.
So what role are you going to have on Monday night, so everybody can kind of look for it? What's kind of?
I'm playing. It's a very small role. He comes up to me and he's. It's my big part.
Okay. But Carrie, I want to ask you this question. I haven't asked you this question. I want to be funny. How can I be funny? Can you help me here?
I think you're very funny, Steve. That's the difference. I think you're hilarious.
You got me laughing on that, Steve.
Yeah, darling. I just want to be funny. You're
funny. You're funny. You're funny looking.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, there we go. All right, Carrie. So I get you a little plug here on the show, and you put me down in front of my listeners.
Steve, I love you.
I know.
Anybody can be funny if they relax.
That's what.
When you try to be funny, you're not funny. When you relax, it naturally comes out. I think everybody has that capability. And there's also classes that you could take if you want to be a comedian. And it could steer you the right way. It can't necessarily make you funny, but it could show you how to set it up and deliver it.
Okay. Well, we have our author in studio. He has a question for you or a comment. Go ahead, Joe.
Yeah, actually, it's a comment for you because you were talking, I'm always 5 minutes behind the conversation. You were talking about how you're having trouble sleeping. I know this show is on the radio. If it also live streams, I just want you to know that I live stream at about 4 every morning.
There we go.
Oh, wow.
So,
but how long have you been doing it?
Live streaming.
Oh, well, as long as my prostate holds up.
Okay.
Is that okay? Now I get it.
There we go.
But I just want to say we had the pleasure of
giving me that. You're live streaming. I get it now.
You could use that, by the way, if you like in your act.
Okay.
Well, I don't have a prostate, but when I do grow one, I will definitely use it.
Darlene, you had a quick question because we're almost out of time. Darlene?
Yeah, I know. Really quickly, I just wanted to say that I had the pleasure of meeting Carrie at the event that Dorothy Novak produced, and you're just lovely. And what a community that you put together with your comedians and Tugboat Manny, and it's just the support that you guys all have for each other. It's just unbelievable. So I wish you all the best, and I can't wait to see you Monday night on Kevin Can Wait.
Thank you so much, Darlene. Thank you.
And Carrie, thank you.
You try to stick together because it's a tough business.
It is a tough business, and congratulations on your gig this week, and Governors this weekend, and Atlantic City, and Kevin Can Wait, and I might find my way.
And then nothing next week.
Nothing next week. Okay.
We have a dentist appointment.
Dentist appointment. Okay. So real quick, we have 30 seconds. How can people get a hold of you, Carrie?
They can go to my Facebook page, Carrie Karavis Comedian, and like my Facebook page. You can go to my website, carriekaraviscomedy.com, and you can give out my phone number, Steve.
Okay, I'll give
looking tall, dark, and handsome.
Okay. Carrie, I'll be seeing you at Governor's. So thank you so very much for joining us for a few minutes here, and God bless all your efforts, because I know you want to help people that are struggling with homelessness, and we're going to have a big event with Double Vision with you down the road. So God bless your efforts too.
Thank you so much, Steve. Thanks, guys, so much for having me on the show tonight. Darlene, I hope to see you soon.
Yes, absolutely. It's long overdue.
All right. All right, Carrie, thank you very much. All right, Darlene, the seconds are rolling by. And thank you so very much for putting a wonderful show together today. And we did another show, and people will see us. We're not going away.
Yes, they will.
They're
They're
not-
gonna, we have a day I had a face for radio, but now we have a face for TV.
There we go. Darlene, thank you very much. God bless all our listeners and viewers. Check us out on our website and also on our cable show every Saturday morning from 6 to 7 a.m. on Cablevision, Channel 115. God bless. We'll see you down the road.
The views, opinions, and statements expressed in the preceding program reflect the views of program contributors and do not necessarily reflect the views of WLIE Radio, its management, or its sponsors. For questions and comments, please send us an email at WLIE540AM radio@AOL.com or visit us at WLIE540AM.com.
This is Pastor Gary Grant from Higher Ground, the Church of Jesus Christ, and we're inviting you to come and worship with us on Sundays, 12:30 p.m. to 3 p.m., and Friday nights, 7:30 to 9 p.m. We're located at 440 Nordstrom Avenue